Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram. Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada. Nitai Gaur Haribal, Nitai Gaur Haribal, Nitai Gaur Haribal, Nitai Gaur Haribal. Take this on. जय हरिनाम संकीर्तन की, शिल प्रभुपाद की, श्री चैतन्य महाप्रभु की, श्री श्री नित्यानंद प्रभु की, ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की, गौर प्रेमानंदे। ओम अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकाय चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्री चैतन्य मनोभीष्टं स्थापितं जनभूतले स्वयं रूप कदा मह्यं ददाति सपदान्तिकम्। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरोन् वैष्णवंश्च श्रीरूपं सग्रजातं सहगणरघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवम् साद्वैतं सवधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादान् सहगण ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च नामयं विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनेति नामिने Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatto Deshutarine Vancha Kalpatarubhascha Kripa Sindhubhyo Vacha Patitanang Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Namo Mahabhadannayo Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnayo Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gaurati She Namaha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanto Radha Kanto Namostute Tapto Kanchana Gaurangi Radhi Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanusuti Devi Pranamami Hari Prem Vrindavai Tulasi Devai Priyavai Keshavasya Cha Krishna Bhakti Pradadevi Shattavatai Namo Namaha Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shiva Shadi Sri Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Narayanang namaskrityang narang chaiva narottamam deving saraswating vyasang tato jaya mohitrirait Nashtaprayesha Bhadreshu Nityang Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavate Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Nashtiki Srimad Bhagavatam 4th Canto Chapter 23 Text 36 Maharaj Prithu is going back home. This is the end title. Vijaya Bhimukho Raja Sruttaitad Abhijatijan Balim Tashmai Harantyagre Rajana Prithabe Yatha Vijaya Bhimukho Raja Sruttaitad Abhijantijan Sruttaitad Abhijatijan Balim Tashmai Harantyagre Rajana Prithabe Yatha Vijaya Bhimukho Raja Sruttaitad Abhijatijan Balim Tashmai Harantyagre Rajana Prithabe Yatha Word to word meaning, translation and purport by His Divine Grace. Srila Prabhupada ki Vijaya Bhimukha, one who is about to start for victory. Raja, king, Shrutva, hearing, etat, this, Abhiyati starts, Yan, on the chariot, Bolim, taxes, Tashmoi, unto him, Haranti, present, Agri, before, Rajanaha, other kings, Prithavi, unto King Prithu, Yatha, as it was done. Translation. If a king who is desirous of attaining victory and ruling power chants the narration of Prithu Maharaj 3 times before going forth on his chariot, all subordinate kings will automatically render all kinds of taxes unto him, as they rendered them unto Maharaj Prithu simply upon his order. Kindly repeat after me. If a king who is desirous of attaining victory and ruling power chants the narration of Prithu Maharaj 3 times before going forth on his chariot, all subordinate kings will automatically render all kinds of taxes unto him, as they rendered them unto Maharaj Prithu, simply upon order. Purport. Since a Kshatriya king naturally desires to rule the world, he wishes to make all kinds of all other kings subordinate to him. This was also the position many years ago when Prithu Maharaj was ruling over the earth. At that time, he was the only emperor on this planet. Even 5,000 years ago, Maharaj Yudhishthira and Maharaj Parikshit were the sole emperors of this planet. Sometimes the subordinate kings rebelled, and it was necessary for the emperor to go and chastise them. This process of chanting the narrations of the life and character of Prithu Maharaj is recommended for conquering kings if they want to fulfill their desire to rule the world. Hare Krishna. So under 4 purports, and this is another sloka regarding the blessings or describing the outcome of hearing and chanting the glories and characteristics of Prithu Maharaj. Last few days just we are hearing and reading these wonderful descriptions from Srimad Bhagavatam. So as I was describing yesterday, today is the verse. I see that if a king is desirous to attaining victory and ruling power, today verse is describing regarding a Kshatriya king. And yesterday we were hearing that if somebody hears the narrations of Prithu Maharaj, he can automatically gain dharma, artha, moksha, kam, religion, economic development, liberation, and sense gratification. These are called dharma, artha, moksha, kam. Prelude to that, maybe on verse number 34, it was described that if a person is needy, he can become very rich person. Lot of money he can get, by reading the wonderful narrations, at least once. 35 verses telling at least 3 times. Today also telling about 3 times. And if a person is not having any children, he can attain many children. So just try to look at all these verses very deeply, then we'll understand that in our society there are 4 classes of people. Brahman, Kshatriya, Vaishya and Shudra, right? 4 classes of people are there. So here we see the description regarding children and money. This is very much needed for, money is needed for the mercantile class of people, those are businessmen, regarding the Vaishya. And children and many other things is required at least for the Shudra, no? They need money, more money. They don't feel to have or to achieve knowledge and intellectual power. They don't need. They are happy to have some foods and little clothes, small cottage, they're happy. So for that they need money. And we see the description also here today that if somebody desires to govern or to rule over, that he has to read out these narrations at least 3 times. Then automatically all the subordinate kings will be subdued to him, surrendered to him and pay their taxes. So all the descriptions or blessings or boons, whatever you say, are regarding the 4 classes of people of the society: Brahman, Kshatriya, Vaishya and Shudra. Right? So now the question is, what about ourselves? What about all of you? Which class or which category do you belong to? Do you think you are Shudra or Brahman or Vaishya or Kshatriya? When somebody accepts Krishna consciousness, regularly executing the devotional principles, he is known as Vaishnava. So this Vaishnava name is not mentioned in these 4 categories. You see? Brahman, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra, Vaishnava. Vaishnava is not there. Whereas we are born in this society, but after sometimes because the causeless mercy of a great devotee like Srila Prabhupada, we have accepted Krishna consciousness. Accepting Krishna consciousness means that person is now Vaishnava, and this Vaishnava is not belong to the society. So as a Vaishnava, if you read out this narration of Srimad Bhagavatam alone, without being surrendered to his spiritual master, if you don't take the suggestions and guidance or dictations of the spiritual master, if a Pandit, scholar, reads out this Srimad Bhagavatam alone, then what will happen to him? Maybe he is practicing Krishna consciousness, maybe he is a Vaishnava, but Bhagavatam is reading out alone. Then what will happen? He will think, oh really? This is simple process. If I read out these narrations 2 times, 3 times, then I can attain lot of things. Money, positions, power, children, many things. So I will do it. So then, if he is having this target to attain all these things described here, then he will not be able to be properly situated on the platform of Vaishnavism. He will fall down. Where? To the materialistic level. That was the purpose Mahaprabhu used to say, Jao! Go! Bhagavat panogya Bhagavat sthane. You go to a person Bhagavat. Why? In order to read out or understand or assimilate Grantha Bhagavat. Why? Because this Bhakti Bhagavat, person Bhagavat will tell you the ultimate goal of your life. So we are Vaishnavas, following the rules of ISKCON. Every day at 7:30 we are sitting here to study Srimad Bhagavatam collectively. So what should be our target? Should we also be hankered after these blessings? That, oh, I need children, I need position, I need power, I need this and that. So with this purpose, should we read these narrations 3 times, 4 times? If a Vaishnava reads this narration of Prithu Maharaj 3 times, is it bad? No, not bad. But with the materialistic, target, if somebody reads, a Vaishnava reads, then it's not good, that bad. Why 3 times? Gauranga Mahaprabhu used to hear the descriptions of
and characteristics, the glories and descriptions of characteristics of, Prithu Maharaj and Prahlad Maharaj. You know how many times? How many times? 108 times. Mahaprabhu, Bhagavan himself, he knows everything. But to teach us, every day he used to go to what is it here? Gadadhar Pandit, Tota Gopinath in Jagannath Puri, and requesting him, please you recite the glories and the qualities, the characteristics of either Prithu Maharaj or. So similarly, a Vaishnava is not confined to read only 3 times or 2 times or 1 time. As many times is possible, he can read out. But point is that we should not have this desire that I am reading out Srimad Bhagavatam in order to attain position, power, children, money. Not. Our only expectation, what is that? Mama janmani ishare bhavotad bhakti rahoito kitai. I only want to have service and service and service and service. And if fortunately we get the service opportunity, then whatever necessary things to render devotional service, to continue your service, will be provided automatically by Krishna, by the authority. Suppose when Mataji came, he was ordered to cook for the deities today. The service he got. What is that? Cooking service. And now, what are the necessity? What are the necessary things to cook properly? She needs to have an oven, right? Utensils, vegetables, spices, oil, ghee, butter, a kitchen, and everything. She was not expecting that I need to have all the arrangements, then I'll cook. Only she was asking for service. The service is cooking. And for service, cooking service, whatever are necessary are all being provided by the authorities. Similarly, as a devotee, as the servant of the servant, it is our only expectation from Krishna, from Guru Gauranga. What is that? Service and service. Nothing else. Give me money, give me position. No need. If it is required to continue your service, then Krishna will automatically give you everything. We need not to ask for that. That was the purpose of Srila Prabhupada. Every day he used to offer his prayers to Krishna. Oh Krishna, please help me. Please inspire me, so that I can go to the foreign country to spread the message of Krishna consciousness. Why? Because I have been ordered by my spiritual masters. He was only asking this opportunity, service opportunity, preaching service opportunity. And Mahaprabhu empowered him, inspired him. His spiritual master also gave him a lot of inspiration. And eventually you see, without having any money in his pocket, without having any resources, manpower, even he did not know where he is going, who will receive him, where he will be staying. He did nothing, but had confidence in Krishna, in the instructions of his spiritual master. He came out, left everything, his family, business and everything. He was nicely, comfortably situated in Vrindavan for 12 years. And in Vrindavan, within this short time, he was very well respected and well known sadhu in Vrindavan. But he left this comfort, left this respect, left his family and children and business, and went to America. Why? Only to execute devotional service. And you see, Krishna, Radharani, Lakshmi Devi, they all helped Srila Prabhupada. How? By providing all the necessary things. You see, nowadays ISKCON society, how many ISKCON society temples are there like this? So beautiful temple, so opulent temple. Service are being rendered so nicely, time to time, punctually, opulently, neat and cleanliness, everything is perfect. Like this temple, you know how many temples are there? How many temples? Around 1,000 temples are there. And 1,000 temples means how much property, how much land property, how much money, how much manpower, how much car is there. Prabhupada did not ask for anything of that. Prabhupada only asked, what? for service and service. And to continue this service, you see, Krishna, Radharani, Lakshmi Devi personally came forward to help Srila Prabhupada, providing all the money, all the everything. So that is our purpose. That is our purpose. That's why as a servitor, as a servant, it is our target to have services. We are neither a Kshatriya, nor a Brahman, nor a Vaishya, nor a Shudra. Although we know that here is in ISKCON society there is a system of receiving second initiation. And after second initiation we are Brahman. No? But before that, when we get Harinam Mahamantra from the spiritual master, get the instruction in a formal way, then you started means you are Vaishnava now. The Vaishnava position is even superior and greater than that of a Brahmana. That is our goal. But only to render devotional service, sometimes some designations are required. That is not our target. We should not develop our attachment to the designations. Oh, I am Brahman. Sometimes we see some people are, by birth they are Brahmans. They are so attached to their designations. I am Brahman. Although he is not following any Brahmanical activities, he is not having any Brahmanical qualities, but he is so puffed up. Why? By taking birth in a Brahman family. But ISKCON devotees, those are Brahman, they should not have this mentality, oh, I am Brahman. No, their Brahman initiation has been given to him and to render devotional service. What is that? Offering bhoga, offering arati, this and that. But at the same time, the Brahman who is now offering bhoga inside the altar, if it is required, he will clean the what? What? Toilets. Urinal. Public toilets. When I took admission in Mayapur, it was 1999. We all engaged for cleaning public toilet. Safety tank. Why? Because we knew that all the audiences are coming, they are all the guests, honorable guests of Krishna. The guests are using this toilet, as his servant, I should clean it. And our authority also, no? Temple commander ordered us. Hare Krishna Babuji. Hare Krishna. So we used to very happily. I never thought that I am so highly educated person, have come from a very aristocratic family. No. Because by the blessings of Srila Prabhupada, I realized that I am insignificant servant of Krishna. The authority has engaged me in cleaning the toilet. I am very fortunate. I should continue it happily. So a devotee who was in the altar, and after breakfast he is now in the toilet. And sometimes some problems happen, then they will go to combat it like the Kshatriya. So devotee is such a personality. He is having the multiple roles, sometimes in Brahman, sometimes in Kshatriya, but moreover, his acquaintance is his Vaishnava. Only Vaishnava can do multiple service, play different types of service when it is required. But a Brahman, social Brahman and Kshatriya, they can't do it. That is the difference in between, Varnashram. In ISKCON, we see also Varnashram, but this is a very special type of Varnashram that is called Daivi Varnashram. Here, there is no particular, the person is not confined to particular designations or jurisdictions. Wherever it is required, he is ready to go there and to do that service. So, as a servant of Krishna, we should feel it very nicely that now I am practicing Krishna consciousness. I should not have my attachment to any social designations that I am Brahman, I am Kshatriya, I am this and that. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu confirmed this thing. How? By reciting a very famous, well-known verse. We all should memorize this verse. What is that? Nahang Brahman, na cha narapati napi vaisha na shudra, nahang varni na cha grihapati na vanasta jatirva, kintu pradyam nikhila paramananda purna mitabde, gopir bharta pada kamalar, dasho dasanu dash. How many of you memorized this verse? It's so important. Mahaprabhu is emphatically saying, don't think that you are Brahman, you are Kshatriya, you are Sannyasi and this and that. No, simply what? Gopir Bharta Pada Kamaler Daso Daso. Don't even think that you are servant. This is Mahaprabhu's teaching. Then what? What I am? Who am I? Mahaprabhu is saying, servant of the servant of the servant of the servant of the servant. That is advanced spiritual education. In general, Mahaprabhu was giving the lecture. Suppose Mahaprabhu is here and thousands of people are there. So in general, Prabhupada is saying, you know what is your identity? In a big classroom, thousands of students are there. Mahaprabhu is as a teacher, he is saying, your identity is, you are all the servant of Krishna. Jiver Sharif hai, Krishna Nitya Das. This is Bengali expression, no? Mahaprabhu used to speak in this way. Jiver Sharif hai. The constitutional position of all the living entities are, they are all the servant of Krishna. So Mahaprabhu noticed that this boy were hearing my lecture very attentively, with their rapt attention. And they are also getting some pleasure. Mahaprabhu noticed it. The speaker can understand who is concentrating to the lecture. They can understand. Maybe you are here and thinking something else. The speaker understand it. So Mahaprabhu noticed that some out of thousands, some are hearing my teachings and speech very attentively. In the class, Mahaprabhu called them separately, come here, in a small room. And some selected students went there. And Mahaprabhu is telling, you know, in general, I taught all of you that you are the servant of Krishna. But only for the selected boys, those are called by me now in this room, I would like to give you some advanced education. What is that? Don't even think that you are servant. You are the servant of the servant of the servant. That is much more advanced education. So Mahaprabhu is saying this. I am the servant of the servant of the servant. That should be our mood. As the servant of the servant of the servant, what should be our desire? Our desire is to serve his servant of the servant of the servant. Not even we should not desire, Krishna, I would like to serve you directly. No. That type of fitness or competition don't have. Better to serve the service of the servant of the servant of the servant. That is our qualification. So if it is our qualification, then we should make some effort to be much more attached only to the service. Let me clear it more. Suppose you have been engaged in pujari service. So you should not be attached to this pujari service. Attachment is not good. Because after some time, maybe you have already developed your attachment to pujari service. But after 2 months, the authority told you, no, now you go to Food for Life department. Then you will feel very bad. It will be very difficult to change the department because you have already developed. You are not considering now that Food for Life service, pujari service, cooking service, cleaning service, all are equal in the eyes of Krishna. We are not thinking. So what to do? Whenever you will be put in a particular service, you do it with attachment? No. With love and affection. That's why Prabhupada many times used, right? Render devotional service lovingly. Loving and affection must be there. Otherwise it's difficult to render any service. Lovingly. Because I have been put here, I have been engaged here. As long as I am here, I will serve this department lovingly, not with attachment. Attachment is not good. That is the main point. So that's why we see all our great acharyas, all our great devotees, we like to become a perfect devotee. That's why we need to follow the footsteps of the already perfected devotee. We are practitioners. They are all practiced. We need to follow their footsteps. Say, for example, Bhaktivinoda Thakur, what he is saying in his prayers, in this song, he is saying, Bishaye, Bishaye je priti ebe achaye amar, shei moto priti houk charone tomar. He is saying, oh Krishna, as much as attachment I am having to this object of the sense gratification, please help me. Please help me so that I can develop the same amount of attachment to your lotus feet, to your holy name instead. Understand, this is the prayers. This is the prayers. So in this devotional life, in this bhakti life, as we mentioned 2 days ago, the main purpose is attaining bhakti. But to attain bhakti, some 2 things are there supportive. What is that? Knowledge and mood of renunciation. That's why you see this instruction also given by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Mahaprabhu gave this instruction to Nityananda Prabhu and Haridas Thakur. Shono shono Nityananda, shono Haridas, sarvatra amar agga karo ho prakash, prati ghare ghare giya karo ei bhikka, bolo Krishna, bhajo Krishna, karo Krishna shiksha. Oh Haridas Thakur and Nityananda Prabhu, come here, listen to me. You go door to door and tell them 3 things. What is this? Bolo Krishna, Hare Krishna. Loudly bolo. Hare Krishna. Enthusiastically bolna hai. We chant Krishna's name enthusiastically. Hare Krishna. That was the first instruction by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. To whom? Nityananda Prabhu and Haridas Thakur. Go door to door, under place to place. Whomever you see, tell him to tell what? Hare Krishna. That means Hare Krishna Mahamantra. These 3 instructions, carefully listen. First instruction, O Nityananda and Haridas, tell everyone, every inmates of the home, what? Bolo Krishna. This is. Second is, Bhajo Krishna. Bolo Krishna means chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra. And Bhajo Krishna means, can you tell? Mataji, can you tell? Bhajo Krishna, what is the meaning of that? Bhajo means worship. Krishna means Krishna. Worship Krishna's deity. We are having wonderful temple and deities. Why? Just to carry out the instruction of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. This instruction immediately had been given by our Srila Prabhupada, the immediate Acharya, the close Acharya. But how did he give this instruction? Because he received this instruction from disciplic succession. And Mahaprabhu is the principal Acharya. Understanding these things. So the second instruction is Bhajo Krishna. And what is the third instruction? Bolo Krishna, Bhajo Krishna, Karo Krishna Shiksha. Educate. You educate yourself with Krishna consciousness. That was the purpose Prabhupada wrote many books. To be educated, one has to have 3 things. You see, look at so scientifically, so wonderful explanation. We see ISKCON, every ISKCON devotee, and in every ISKCON temple, having so many books. Why? We are here to render devotional service. And devotional service means chanting Hare Krishna. Maximum devotional service chanting Hare Krishna or worshipping the deities. Why it is necessary to write out, to read out, to memorize, to go through different courses? Why? Because without being educated, you must not be inspired. You don't have any knowledge how to drive the car. So how will you be inspired to drive the car? So before driving the car, you have to have the education, degree. That's why the last instruction of Mahaprabhu is Karo Krishna Shiksha. Shiksha means education. Education. So that is your purpose. In the association of the devotee, under the guidance of the spiritual master, study the books of Srila Prabhupada. So that should be our desire. We can afford to these prayers to Krishna, Guru Gauranga and disciplic succession so that we can continue to study the books of Srila Prabhupada. It is very important, as it is important for every single devotee of ISKCON society chanting Hare Krishna. As much chanting Hare Krishna is required and important to you, similarly, reading out the books of Srila Prabhupada is also important to all of us. Because the books will give us inspiration. Like you are expert driver, you are having a wonderful car also. You are driving, but at the same time, remember, after some time you have to put petrol. Without putting petrol, no, the car will not continue. On the way, it can be stopped. Similarly, maybe Srila Prabhupada gave us a lot of inspirations. Other devotees, those are followers of Srila Prabhupada, they gave us inspiration. That's why we are continuing now. But if we do not take more inspiration, if we do not get more inspiration, that what will happen? After some times, we will also stop. Should get the inspiration, reading the books of Srila Prabhupada is very important. Reading out the books of Srila Prabhupada means maintaining communication directly with Srila Prabhupada. And here regularly, the lecture of Srimad Bhagavatam or Bhagavad Gita, personal study, collective study, group study in the course, in different courses. These are all arranged by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. We have to do it. Otherwise it is difficult. Otherwise naturally after some times we will start to pray in this way here. Oh Krishna, you see, look at me every day. I am getting up early in the morning, attending Mangalarti. Please give me money, give me position, power, empowerment. This will happen. No. Maybe it will come to us, but we should not think that it is, I am meant to accept it. I am meant to enjoy it. If somebody gives us from their own accord, we will accept it for the service of Krishna. That is called Vairagya. So in Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's education, we see the most important aspect of his education is cultivation of renunciation. Without having this mode, it is difficult to become pure devotee. And this renunciation has been displayed in all the acharyas in this movement, all the big devotees. We see in Srimad Bhagavatam, Parikshit Maharaj, he was the king of the world, Chakravati Samrat. But when he got the news that he is going to leave his body within the next 7 days, he left everything. Even he didn't inform his wife, hand over this kingdom to his son. Immediately he left everything, went to the bank of Ganges and sat for hearing Srimad Bhagavatam. Apparently it seemed that he was a very big king and having a lot of attachment to his kingdom, position, power and money, children, wife. But perfectly if we look at him, we see that he has lot of renunciation in his mind, in his heart. Otherwise, how it is possible to give up everything immediately? Parikshit was a pure devotee, although he was a householder, king, but he had pure devotion. He had pure devotion. Similarly, you see many personalities, 6 Goswamis, especially Sanatana Goswami, Rupa Goswami, they were very prestigious, honorable ministers, had lot of riches and position. But when they got the indications from Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, they left everything. This is renunciation. And you must have heard the descriptions of Raghunath Das also. He was the son of a zamindar, landlord. At that time, his father used to earn 20 lakhs of gold coin. But he was the only son in their family, in their parentage. But he left everything and went to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So you see, Sri Goswami, they went to Vrindavan, living and singing and lying down, sleeping under the trees, wearing the torn clothes, taking the very simple food. This is the mood of Mahaprabhu Bhakta Jata Vairagya Pradhan Jaha Dekhe Pritohan Gaur Bhagavan. if we like to become the perfect devotee of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, we must have this mood of renunciation. We should not hanker after this type of things, no need, money, this and that and that. No, personally we should not ask for that type of prayers or needs. Only service and service and service attitude. Otherwise it is very difficult to continue it. So in a person who was the devotee or the worshippers of Lord Shiva in Kashi, you know the Kashi? Kashi is a place of pilgrimage in India. So their Shiva is known as Kashishwar. What is he? Kashi ka Ishwar, Kashishwar. So one person was very attached to him. Regularly he was coming to the temple and offering the bhogas and chanting Shiva's name, Om Namo Shivaya, and everything. And that person had a daughter. Now she's grown up, need to get married. So one day, that person is very poor actually, not much wealth and very needy family. So one day he came to Lord Shiva and offered his prayers. My dear Prabhu, I never asked for anything from you. Today I am feeling so much scarcity of money and food and this and clothes. My daughter is grown up, so I should give her marry. So I need some money. Your wife is so big personality, Durga. She is the in charge of this dunya. So please, at least you give me some money. Lord Shiva told her, okay, I will arrange it. No, you see, I am sitting in the crematorium. I don't have nice, attractive clothes. I am personally cultivating renunciation. So how can I give you money? But I can arrange you. Don't worry. So he was happy and told, okay, what to do? How can I get it? Instruct me. Then Lord Shiva told him, okay, go to Vrindavan. There you meet with a person. He is known as Baro Gosai. In Vrindavan, Rupa Goswami and Sanatana Goswami, the local people were used to call him Baro Gosai and Choto. Baro Gosai means a big Gosai. Gosai means big sadhu. And a small sadhu. Sanatana Goswami is senior in terms of age. And Rupa Goswami was the younger. Understand? The people used to Baro Gosai and Choto Gosai. The Lord Shiva told him that no, go and meet with Baro Gosai, means Sanatana Goswami. And he is having lot of research. He will help you. Go to him and tell about me that Lord Shiva has sent me to you. Please give me money. So he was very happy. He went to Vrindavan and searching, where is Baro Gosai, where is Big Sadhu, where is he? But that time in whole Vrindavan, only few devotees are living. And Vrindavan is a vast place. So he was looking for, eventually somebody told that this is the way, you go straightly and you will have an ashram, and in that ashram, a person who is sitting, he is actually Sanatana Goswami or Baro Gosai. So followed the instruction, he went there and saw then at a small cottage in a hill, small cottage is there, and there saw only one person is sitting. And that person, he does not have anything, he is poor, very poor. Not good temple, not good housings, not good clothes. And torn clothes he is using. So he looked at him and thinking that maybe my Prabhu, Lord Shiva, has cheated me. He has sent me to this person for money. The person is looking so poor person, like the mendicant. So how he can help me by providing money and resources and everything? How it is possible? He was thinking all this and became so doubtful. But moreover, he thought that Lord Shiva is a great devotee. He can't cheat me. Why I am not asking for, talking to this person? So then in thinking in this way within his mind, he opened his mouth and talking. Are you Baro Gosai? He was saying, yeah, people say that I am Baro Gosai. What happened? I have been sent here by Kashishwar to you. I need some money. Can you help me? Sanatana Goswami is saying that you see, I am chanting, I don't have anything, how can I help you? But he is saying, no, Lord Shiva told that you have money, you have resources, so you can help me. Please don't deprive me. Then Sanatana Goswami told, oh yes. I have something very special, but that is not in my cottage. You go to the bank of Jamuna, the particular place Sanatana Goswami named, and the person went there. And some special things is there under the soil. You go there and dig the soil and find that possessions. He was very happy. He went to the bank, and according to the location, address, he went there and just moved the soil and got something. What is that? It was so glittering, attractive, bright. What is that? Dust stone. He got it. Felt very happy. Started to go back to his home. And on the way, around 4-5 kilometers he went. And on the way, he thought, that person seemed to be very poor, but he had this most precious jewel, dust stone. But he was totally indifferent to that. He was neglecting to that and put inside the soil. No, what does it mean? The person does not have any attachment to this thing. What does it mean? It means he had something more valuable, more precious, more important than that of this dust stone. So he deceived me. I cannot be cheated. He came back, went to Sanatana Goswami again and telling, you take it back. This thing is cheaper than that which is having with you. That's why you neglected it and put in the soil. You don't have any attachment and love to this object. So you take it back. I like to get something which is having with you. Please give me. Sanatana Goswami made him sure. Really? You like the dhan, the possession, the asset which I am having now? You like to? Yes! Okay, go to Jamuna. Put it in the water so that nobody can find it again. Put it in the water, shave your head, come back to me. Take bath and come back to me. The person followed these directions to the point as it is. Because he is so happy now. He is going to get something more and more and most precious thing. That's why he is so joyful. He came back. In the same way, shaved head, took bath, came back and telling, please give me. Sanatana Goswami, come to me. So the Sanatana Goswami told him, repeat after me, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Still he was so joyful. He is thinking that after chanting this Mahamantra, he will give me that precious thing. So he chanted until now, please give me. Well, already I have given. Hare Krishna Mahamantra is the most valuable, most precious. So we need to develop our attachment to this holy name. We need to develop a taste for this holy name. Harinam is Mahadhan, the greatest asset. If you have this Harinam, the taste for Harinam, attachment to this Harinam, in the age of Kali, you are the richest person. You are the most powerful person. You are king of the king. You see, our Srila Prabhupada left everything. He took renunciation, sannyas. But he is known as what? Maharaj. You know, when somebody takes sannyas, he is known as Maharaj. What does it mean? Not Raj only, he is Maharaj, means the king of the king. Why? He left everything, no position, no money, nothing else. Why still he is known as or called as Maharaj? Why? Because he has something very special, which is not even with any materialistic king. Even we see the materialistic king, the big personalities are approaching to the big devotee, elevated devotee like Sannyasi, Guru, pure devotee, and touching their feet, offering their obeisances. Why? Because a great devotee is much more respectable than that of the aristocratic VIP person. So that is the positions we need to achieve in this human life. And it is so important and valuable. If you have this money means dhan, Krishna consciousness, pure devotion, attachment to Hare Krishna Mahamantra, then even you can purchase Krishna. Even we can purchase Krishna. Who is the author? Who is the king of the king? Even of the spiritual world and the material world. So that is should be our mode. That should be our mode. That should be our mode. And we are describing about Prithu Maharaj. You know what about Prithu Maharaj? He was the only emperor, sole emperor of this world. He accepted this service as his duty. He also didn't have any attachment. When he saw that now I am grown up, old, immediately left his kingdom and went to the where? Forest along with his wife. You see the mood. Here the blessings we see through different verses, that if you read out the descriptions of Prithu Maharaj, you will get this, you will get that, many things. But Prithu Maharaj himself left everything. He didn't have any attachment. So we need to follow the characteristics of Prithu Maharaj, follows his footsteps. He accepted this service because it was required. Because the saintly person, Brahma, demigods came and requesting him and engaged him. That's why he accepted this service. Similarly, pure devotees, temple authorities are giving us the opportunity to be engaged in the service. We should be also engaged in the service. But don't be attachment, don't develop the attachment to the service, but render the service with love and affection. As long as they will put you in that specific service. If they like to change you and put somewhere else, immediately we should say yes, yes and yes. That was the mood of Prithu Maharaj. Prithu Maharaj said, I am now 50, now leave everything. Went to the forest. Because that was the instruction of the scriptures. Pancha Shuddha Gaman Bhajet, Banam Gajet. After 50, go to. But in the age of Kali, in Krishna conscious movement, you, those are in household life, you should not leave everything, family and this and that after 50. Now, how old are you, Babuji? 68. So then, you are supposed to go to forest. But he's still here, no? So yeah, that was Mahaprabhu's teaching. So most of the associates of Gauranga Mahaprabhu were householder. The prominent of them is like Advaita Acharya, Srivas Pandit, right or wrong? They were householder. They didn't go to forest when they were 50. That means if somebody loves Krishna, chants Krishna's holy name, execute devotional service with proper mood, then he need not to go to forest. You can stay with your family, but at that time when the 50 is up, then you should think, let the family be run by my son. I am here only for their inspirations. I will provide them inspiration. Personally, I will do it and preach as the servant of Krishna. That is our mood. If the mood is like that you are in forest. Sthana sthita sritigatang tanubang manoving. Mahaprabhu's philosophy is so wonderful. He's telling, you need not to leave the place. You will stay there, wherever you are situated. You run the business, the activity, whatever you are running. But cut up the attachment. Change your consciousness only. That is need to change. The place you need you need to change the place. To change your activity is not required. You do it. If we do, then you are renounced. That is the purpose. Thank you very much. Srila Prabhupada ki Gaur Premanande. Took few minutes more.